Well, you feel them. You read stories about characters who are having feelings and you can relate to them. Maybe you relate to one character or the other one. And my story explores what happens when happiness, in the form of Nat the Cat's smile, goes out into the world and meets less than happiness in two other characters. I'll quickly tell you where this story came from, because all of these books, they start with a little idea, a very magic moment. And back in the 90s, it shows you how long the course of writing a story can take. I had a studio in Covent Garden, and I used to walk to my studio every morning through the rush hour, or everybody walking with their heads down, faces pretty morose. And then one day, I saw a lady who took my breath away because she was smiling at me. Well, she was smiling, but she happened to be looking at me. And it was almost shocking in the context of everyone else being in work mode and being a bit kind of sad or back to work. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. And then I walked on, and by the end of the road, I suddenly had the realization that I was smiling too. Then I realized, oh, she passed it on to me. She passed that smile on to me. Then I went to my studio and I thought, that's a really nice idea. I wrote a poem about it. Later on, that poem, many years later, became this book. So, this is Nat the Cat's Sunny Smile. Now, I should also tell you a little about Nat the Cat, very quickly. Nat is a brand new character for me. This is the first of a series of 3 books. One of the things I wanted to do with Nat was to make her a feline troubadour. So everywhere she goes, she carries her guitar with her, and at the end of each story, she sings a song about what's happened in the story. So I was going to play that to you, but I haven't got my guitar, and nobody had a guitar here, so I'm just going to have to sing. So look out for the song. That's another way you can interact. There's actually a competition in there too about getting your class to record their own version of this song with your own twist on it. So check out that too. Nat the Cat's Sunny Smile starts with her in bed. Another one in rhyme, as you'll see. Nat the Cat jumped out of bed with a smile spread halfway round her head. She packed a picnic snack to share with her friends Billy Goat and Hugo Hare. With a smile on her face and hampering paw, Nat knocked on Hugo's door. Hugo, she called, are you ready to go? But then, look at that, I licked my fingers to turn the page. Brilliant. Technology, sage of technology. Hugo, she called, are you ready to go? But then, oh dear, I've lost my whole shtick now. Hugo, she called, are you ready to go? You've got to get back into character. But then, oh dear, Hugo said, no, my ears are all floppy. I've lost my hop. I want to get going, but my body says stop. It's hard to feel bright on a day like today, when the sky is so dingy, dreary and grey. I'm sorry, he said. I don't want to be rude, but Hugo is not in a picnicky mood. Never mind, Hugo, said Nat the Cat, and she gave Hugo's head a pat, pat, pat. As Nat skipped away, Hugo felt strange. The feelings inside him started to change. His feet, which had stopped, developed an itch. His ears, which had flopped, now started to twitch. They began to point upwards. They lost their flop. Then suddenly, Hugo went hop, hop, hop. The grey in the sky had decided to stay, but the grey inside Hugo had all gone away. A smile stretched out across his face as he hopped and bopped all over the place. Meanwhile, Nat was still skipping along, swinging her arms and humming a song. With a smile on her face and hampering paw, she knocked on Billy Goat's door.